got
My fault.
What's going on?
So,
We need
so
your-
like when you guys call, you're gonna have to do something that alerts them that between after business hours in the middle of the night when people are shopping at 4 o'clock in the morning.
9 p.m. to what?
we
9
return
a.m.?
calls during business hours.
9 to
You know what
9.
I mean? Like
How about
be-
9
es-
to 9?
I like that.
Especially if you're giving yourself a 10-minute window to call these people, right?
Well,
They-
so I'll set business hours on the business, and then the
clock.
lead won't even go out until the next
Right.
business.
Okay.
Can't
Oh,
spot
at
it.
9 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
or something, right?
Yeah, so
that's when the clock
I'll
starts.
probably do it at like 8 o'clock or something.
Okay.
You know.
No, because we always call it 8 a.m. when you're having coffee.
Well,
No,
whoever
Remember
comes-
that? Remember
I
9 to
would say
11.
9 to
11.
9.
9 to 11. Because I did
Yeah,
the research on
they-
when to call my cold calls. 9 to 11 and 1 to 4. Those are the market's best times to call.
Oh, really? 9 to 11?
yeah.
So that's good. So
Okay,
9 to 9.
so at 11
Sundays
they come
after
out.
3.
So everybody can have their. Okay.
Well, but what if a lead comes in at 6 o'clock?
No. It
Nobody's
should
gonna
be no. The
9 p.m.
No,
to
six.
9 to 11 a.m.
No, 9 to 9.
No.
9 to 9.
You're
Yeah,
right.
Nine
but
to
you
nine.
gotta
Right,
kind
nine
of
to
go outside the
Isn't that
brokerage
a-
hours too,
a
because
song?
you
You
guys
want-
are salespeople.
So you would want the
Is that-
clock of the lead to
Quarter?
start at 9 a.m.
Quarter, yeah.
That's
Toto.
when the leads
Toto.
last night go in,
Yeah.
and any lead that shows up between 9:01 and I guess you would say 9 to 9 wouldn't be awful.
I do 7.
9 to 7. So if
Yeah.
it came in at 6:50, you have to call, and if it came in at 7:01, it doesn't generate till 9
So,
o'clock the
next morning.
next day.
Yeah.
I
That's
just think
totally-
9 to 9. How could we go wrong?
That's exactly.
Well, not because I'm not calling somebody. I'm not calling somebody at 8:45.
That was a lyrical joke.
I got it.
That's right.
So no,
Right.
that's good. And he made a good point. He's like, if I miss a lead, where does that lead go? Back into my pool that I've invested in, that I
In my
will have
brokerage.
into the brokerage, right? So like,
Yeah.
let's say it goes Dave,
Back to the pond.
and he closes it. Guess what? That closure does benefit my future lead generation.
That's exactly
so
right.
it's,
That's
so
right.
is it really a loss? No, it's just an exchange of value. It's
That's
not a
right.
loss.
Available.
Right.
That's
Well,
a
you,
loss.
you did lose 10 grand.
Yeah. You lost 10 grand. I'm
Yeah.
not-
You gotta split the
Listen,
two
I'm
and
not.
a half.
Right.
Listen, I think Dave should be worried about responding on time. This thing's on me all the time.
Hey, so I told a client once, I only turn my phone off for when I'm playing tennis. And the husband goes, "What about sex?" And I said,
That's what I call
Yeah,
it.
what I wanted to say
That's
is,
why I turn it on.
not right now, I'm not in the mood. But I said, oh no, for that I just reboot.
No comment. I'm not. Gonna.
Right.
It's a
Yeah,
lot,
'cause, like,
Dave.
I mean, my cell phone's on me all day, except from like 9:30 till 5 o'clock in the morning. I leave it outside of my room.
Do you
right?
really? That's a good practice.
I even have it on in church because I follow the program on
Oh yeah, my Bible's
internet
on there.
device.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I do my Bible in
Yeah,
there too.
right,
I don't
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
I don't have
open up. So
So-
I think it's a great
I
plan.
think
and
it's a
I'm in.
great.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think you guys are really like I've gotten calls from agents who are really dying with like lead generation and how they're doing it. And,
Yeah.
and I think this is a great idea if you can copy that Zillow model. And
Well,
and-
Scott's getting right now 2 to 3 leads a day with our $1,000 that he and I are doing.
and are they good like
Are they
warm
mostly
leads?
buyer leads?
Well, so Damon is closing about 1 out of 80 is his number in the last year.
Really?
Yeah,
That's worthwhile, man.
but,
But
you know he spent 12,000 or not even he spent 6,000 because he's paying half of the 1,000. So he spent 6,000 and he's had 6 closings. So he's like he's made like 100.
There's his money. Yeah.
Wait,
Right.
1 out of every 80. How many does he get a year? So he's closed
He-
6
he
using
gets-
this program.
This is Scotty.
Yeah. So he gets half of them because he's paying half. So,
Okay.
So if we're getting
One out of
I just want to know his dollars per.
I mean,
right,
so
0.5 times 365, that's 912 divided by 2. So every year he's getting about 450
And if he closes
450 what?
leads.
Leads?
and divide that, you say he's closing 1 out of 80.
Yeah,
So 450 divided by 80, that's 6. That's about 6.
5.7.
5 point, so 6. Yeah. So
So that's
Holy
that's
cow.
you're getting 450 leads a year. I mean, I've signed up and paid a lot of money for lead service,
one closing.
and I'd be
made
lucky
up.
to get 4 or 5 leads, and I'm not talking about good leads, just here's an entry,
Yeah.
maybe 6 a month if I was lucky, a month.
Well, what we're trying to do is, on the general lead distributing companies like Zillow
Uh-huh.
and Realtor.com and stuff, they're just a national thing. We're gonna try to localize it. Roy Clinton, does anybody know that name?
Don't.
Yeah.
Freedom or Freedom
Yeah.
Financial.
Yeah,
Okay.
right?
Oh, you
know
told me
him?
about. You told me about this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Roy Clinton. How could you not have known that?
He's
Like,
all
he's on the
over the
radio
place.
all over the
Yeah.
world, all over the place here. So
Is he still on the radio? I don't. Seriously.
probably,
I think
but
so.
I just heard Tiffany Locknet on the radio.
right, yeah, it's just, but he started here and he just was on everywhere you
Right.
went was him, and he would be doing he would be getting tons of business in for his
Yeah.
business, and no brokerage is doing that because, you know, just individual agents do it. But if we're pooling our money together, why couldn't we do it?
Yeah.
Right? Well, we
And
should
commit
be
to it.
having
It's
people
money
come
you're
in.
paying.
So
Yeah.
I think it'll just start coming in, and it might be 180 in the beginning because we're doing Facebook and Google and different things. But as
It'd
we
be
get
great.
more money and we start getting out there and get more recognition, then it'll just get better and better, I think.
Yeah.
That 1 out of 80 seems like a natural ratio, though. Like,
Yeah.
what, you know, I mean, like you can make 80 calls to get that one lead.
So Scott was saying that he could make it, so you can make it where you get more leads, where let's say somebody that's just searching homes has to put in like
Information.
cars, they put their information in. Well, that's like the 1 out of 100 actually turn into something.
They'll just get to the
But
very
he
entry
can make it
play.
to where it says, speak to an agent now, and we would get less leads, but they would be
More
high
qualified.
quality.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That'd be
And so-
preferential.
Absolutely.
But then people would be complaining, I haven't got a lead in a week. You know, it's like,
Well,
whatever.
I mean, I think about the 1 out of 80. I commend Damien for that, to being that disciplined.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Oh, he has a huge call
It-
percentage.
it's like, you know, you ask a girl out 65 times. Like, I'm, you know, well, I'm done.
No, he's not asking a girl out 65 times. He's asking 65 girls out.
Right. At that point, I'm gonna
Someone will
say
say yes.
maybe I should expand my options, right? Or not. You know.
I don't know. The math seems to make sense. If you can close anything relatively close to what Damon is doing, it wildly makes financial
Oh, yeah.
sense.
Well,
Right.
and the longer we do it, the better it's going to get, because the more closings we have, we can put those back into the ads as far as the data, so that the algorithm can find
We can
more
pay-
people that are getting closed.
we can
So
get client
over
testimonials, we can go,
Yeah.
like, we gotta
So
do the
Damon's-
marketing right.
Yeah, so Damon's
Yeah.
number used to be 1 out of like 110, and then as the
Program.
I think we've been doing it for almost 3 years now, or 2 years, or whatever, and over time his number has gone from 120 to 90
It's coming
to
down.
80.
It's
Now
good.
it's now 5.7. He just had a closing the other day from one,
Okay.
where this would be his 7th and 8th, because he double ended. Or he sold their house and helped them buy. So
Yeah.
now he's at 8. So now his number is going to be like 60, 1 out of 60. So it's just getting better and
Yeah.
better and better. Plus, it's all the people he got from 2 years ago. There's some of them, like we say, like their sales cycle is just a lot longer. So
Yeah.
some of those people are finally, eventually turning into something. So
Right.
it's-
They're
But
evolving.
he stayed committed
Yeah.
to the process.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he
Yeah.
stayed committed.
And-
so the
And
numbers
here's
are getting
and
better
here's an
and
idea
better and
too.
better.
If you have, we obviously, if we were to do this as a group, wouldn't get that many leads. But if you have less leads, you can give more attention to them, which should raise your percentage.
That's
Which
what
means
I
as a
would say.
group, we'd have a better percentage than even that.
Right.
Because you get to love the one you're with a little longer and a little better.
Yeah.
That's right. So
Great
Scott,
analogy.
Yeah.
It's true. Absolutely
but
true.
Scott, so that was saying that you could dial it down to where it's like talk to an agent, like they're more
Yeah.
qualified.
Yeah, so what we're doing
That's
for
awesome.
Damon's is just download a guide. You know, just download a guide.
Yeah.
Like that's the highest top level of lead you can
It's the
get.
lowest,
Yeah, that's
the
the
lowest
easiest way
barrier
to
to
get it.
Wow.
Yeah, because there's
Lowest
value in
quality
that
of person.
guide.
Oh.
And look how much he's closing out of
Yeah,
that.
so
So
yeah,
we gotta get a guide made up.
so it's a barrier of entry. Downloading that guide is the lowest barrier of entry to get in front of Damon.
Right.
You can make the barrier of entry higher, which will increase the quality of lead, but would also make the volume lower.
Right.
So it depends what you like more. Damon's clearly having
Right.
success with high volume, low quality.
Right, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a mixture of all of it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have guides that they can download, they can talk to an agent, they can search for properties. There's
Oh, yeah,
I've
so
made
you
up
never
five
know
or,
which one.
5 or 6
Right.
different
You're gonna need to do it.
points of entry that they can come into, and then you guys will know where they came from based on.
Yeah.
They'll have like hashtags saying they came in from wanting to talk to a realtor, or they came in from downloading a guide. So you'll have some
Ooh.
information too to know like
Or
what's the
their-
quality,
or
where they
their-
are in the process,
Yeah.
things like that, how to approach them.
So if you're sitting in church and you see, want to talk to an agent, you're like, excuse me,
You gotta run.
because you only
right.
have 10 minutes to talk to them.
That's right.
Okay.
I mean,
Or at
yeah.
least call them.
Yes,
yeah.
that's right. Oh, what it would run every day of the week.
Yeah, every
Okay,
day.
Every
cool.
day?
It would, there would be weekend.
Then you need to start thinking
Well,
about if
I will. Over time, I will adjust it because depending on how much we're spending, like on the ones that David and I are doing, we do have some off days because they're very low days where we're paying $60 for a lead. And we're like, hey, let's not do that. Let's go to this day where the leads are $15 so we can get 2 more.
Gotcha,
You know?
yeah,
And
yeah.
then we also cap the times where I'm like, I don't want somebody who's looking for properties at 2 in the morning.
Yes,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I want
they're
somebody
just-
who,
Scott will handle
Yeah,
all of
so-
that.
What about-
That's-
Sounds like he's a genius. In
You
that.
You know, like
eventually,
Christmas
too.
Day,
Oh, sure, you
you
turn
know,
Christmas on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, right.
I would like those. That way I might get out
Rob,
of the
with
house.
the money that you pool too, like eventually with this lead generation, you're probably gonna need to do a radio thing.
Oh, let me tell you how great
You're
this
gonna
is.
need to do something
You know
like
what?
that.
You
to
should go
compete with
on
these people.
TV and just say, look, I ain't bragging.
Yeah, that's right.
Applying for a job.
I could hear your
You guys
voice
know
on
Roy
radio.
Clinton? He's my friend. And he told me to get
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh.
did he get that indictment? Wasn't he indicted?
I have no idea.
Going to the radio spot thing.
Okay, so let me tell you. So what's so beautiful about this is that, you know, we have $200 a month each coming out and going towards 100% advertising. Then we have 25% referral fee that comes in, which pays for the people doing it and other advertising. Then we have vendors that we can get that we have to commit to using those vendors.
Like
So
an
if I get an
inspector.
electrician,
Yes.
we use that electrician for everything that we
Yeah.
have. If it's an agent advantage
This roof
program.
company, this is
a
our
roof company.
plumber, whatever.
Uh,
Yeah.
Rick went, I'm in, I'll pay money.
So he was
Can I
your
be in on this?
exclusive
I was
lender
like,
for
yes,
these
you
leads.
can. Right?
Yeah,
like that kind of
But
stuff.
we'll have one vendor per
Per
category.
category. That way, there's competition between them. And if one's like, "Hey, I'll give 1,500," and that one's like, "I'll give 2,000," then we're just getting more money.
Yeah, and
Wait,
you're
wait,
more in
how
control.
how's that work? What do you mean?
You have a bidding war between
Well,
Rick and
because
someone?
let's say you had Jason Twitchell and you had Rick, that both wanted to be the lender.
Oh yeah, how
Okay.
much would you bid? Oh, I love it,
Highest
Scott. To be our one person.
Because you could say part of our agreement in this AARP or whatever could be, when we have the opportunity, we send them to
Yeah,
Rick.
yeah.
That is our
Right.
yeah.
No, we
Yeah,
can't
do
force
you-
them.
do you
to
have
You
do
a-
can't
it,
force
but
someone to do it, but
That's the person we're pushing.
That's
Yeah,
what
do you have
we
a
push.
cleaner? Yeah, I got a cleaner.
Yeah, and that
I
gives
got
you
a-
guys more control of protection of your client, your buyers and sellers as well. Because when you're using all kinds of different companies and stuff like that, you're not in control of their quality of service, and bad things can start to
But
happen.
we will be in
Yeah,
control
but you'll
of
be in
this. They
control
will-
of
they
the
will
quality
not
of
wanna-
service.
Yep.
People paying a lot of money into it, they're making money.
Right.
They got to pay money, which means.
Oh, right.
they're good.
And that vendor will then become also a spokesman for you guys
Yeah.
as well, generating leads.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
yeah.
So anyway,
There's a
you
lot
can
to
see
that.
the big bucks.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
You got 50 grand a year or 100 grand a year. That does some
Mm-hmm.
damage.
Yeah, it does.
I listen to 740 AM on the radio,
Yeah.
and I hear Barb Schlinker, I hear Tiffany Locknett,
Yeah,
I hear them all.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and there's like 3 of them right now.
Yeah.
3 of them that are constantly. I'm hearing their ads. I mean, I think that's where this is all going.
I ran ads on 740 back
you?
in
Yeah.
the crash,
Uh huh.
and it was like, and I had one of their guys do it, and it's like, at that time my email was rob@acquireproperties.com, and the guy was like, would you like 30% off of a house? How about 40%? How about 50% off of a
He
house?
was cutting your
Rob
commission.
acquire property. No, he was basically saying, how would you like to buy a house? For
Oh,
50%
nice.
off.
Yeah.
and Robin, Acquire Properties will help you. And so people would call in. And,
Did you get
but that
leads
was
from it?
rough because
Was it?
I was getting homes at 50% off,
But some-
bank-owned properties and stuff. But some of them needed work, and so people's expectations were really weird. And so I finally quit that ad. I'm tired of.
But you've had experience
I got 'em.
that you can generate stuff.
Oh, yeah, right.
I think if you just
Right.
kind of corner your guys' specialties.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Like I said, there's agents who are calling me and they don't know how to turn their website into a lead generating machine. They don't know any of that stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Luckily,
So you're
Scott
ahead
does
of the
that.
mark. You're ahead of the
Well,
game.
it's easy. You just run ads to it.
Yeah.
Give some kind of value that they want. And
It
then
just takes money.
Advertise.
You have to spend
Yeah.
a lot to make a little. Or
Right.
hopefully you spend a little to make a lot, but
Right.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the kind of the concept of this
Yeah.
is we're all spending a little to
Make
make
more.
But if one of us had to do this,
Oh, it'd be
we'd
spending a
spending
lot.
a
A
lot.
lot of money. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So that works out.
Okay.
Good. You got good agents. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Okay, so you got that down? Okay, let's talk about the
I'm in.
market a little bit. Did you guys see the article about everybody delisting their house?
In
I
Florida.
did.
Saw it on Realtor.com.
Yes.
Like 59% of people are delisting their
What's that
houses
mean?
right now.
What does that
Taking it
because
back off the market.
They're taking it off the
Taking it
market
off, okay.
because of the
Listed, they
false
just give up.
equity that they feel like they've had, right? Like,
Yeah.
hey, my house is worth this. No, it's worth this because it's been coming down. Well, then I'll delist it. I'm not losing money, even though they bought it down here 3 years
I was
ago.
I was gonna say, how is it losing
See,
money?
I know.
Yeah,
And you've gained.
I had
Either
a
way,
deal
you've gained.
Yeah.
It's less
a
realized.
year and a half ago. We sell for we listed 900, and we sold for 875. And my guy goes, "Well, I lost 25 grand on that." I said, "No, 7 years before that, you paid 530 for it.
Yes.
It's all profit.
You're gonna get a check for 4, whatever it was, And I'm going, wow, people don't understand
People look at it that way though.
profit. I guess I don't know.
Right. Well, it's like I had Tesla stock and it was worth $1,000 a share. Now it's worth 200. I'm gonna hold on to it until it comes back. It's like
It's the
sometimes you cut
expectation
your losses and go buy another
in your head.
stock.
That's why you should put stops on your stocks because you don't want to lose, 80% or whatever it is of your the value
You could just
before
Well,
you
yeah.
just punch out. Because
But what do you do on houses? How do
No,
we
that's
get
different.
Yeah.
people? How do we get our sellers to understand without
But-
being so negative?
But is it? I'm not seeing. All my sellers are moving away. They're not two clients.
Uh-huh.
They're not selling
Clients
here
something
and
else.
buying over there. They're selling and moving away or going into the independent living center or
They're finding
or being
cheaper
dead
markets.
already. I don't think we're going to see that market for another couple of years until people that bought at 5.5%, 6% decide they need to change their upsize or downsize, and they can make a lateral move on with the loan program that they have, because the other people just can't do it.
And they're all seeing
Unless they
national
do it.
averages too. They're seeing all these national things and all these different markets. Like I just saw something in Florida where one of these high markets is now like the lowest market in the whole street is for sale. Like, so yeah, like you have to disconnect them from what they're hearing
Well,
through the media and the channels that they're getting information from,
and the
and
fact
put
that-
them into the local market, which is totally different
the
than
fact
the
that
national average.
there are national real estate averages put out by NAR
Mhm.
is kind of like, it's like, what's the average temperature in the United States today? I need to know if I need an umbrella, right?
Yeah, it's
That's the
It's
stupidest
different.
weather forecast ever.
Yeah, it's false. It's
And
totally
real
false.
estate is just as
The same.
It's
just as
centralized to the market.
centralized to
Yeah.
where you are.
Yeah.
Wow, how's the market in San Jose? Because I got some clients moving to Colorado Springs. I want to share that with them.
Do you
That's-
guys
it's
have
even more local
listings
than
sitting
that.
right
Yeah.
now still?
Like,
Oh, it's horrible.
It's horrible, huh?
It's like
Horrible.
horrible
Yeah.
compared
Well,
to everywhere else.
there's listings and people with high expectations.
And
We
it
were
might be
chatting
raining
about
all this
one of
around.
his
Yeah.
listings.
Probably
Getting
anyway.
a
They're like
sunburn on them.
$200,000 over realistic.
I have a listing up in Crystal Park. I told him it was worth 1.1.
Mhm.
And then the husband goes, well, I can't do that. I'll do 1.275. And I was like, oh crap. I was like, okay, well, it's a unique log home. You know, if we can get 1.275, maybe. Okay, I'll do that. So I changed the contract. He calls back, you know what, my wife says 1.375, we can't
keeps
do that.
going up. It
Right.
just keeps
I went,
going
oh, okay, well, it's a unique home. So I took it. I mean, it's really amazing, but it's
Advertised well.
unique. But when people do that in a normal neighborhood that's not unique, then you have to decide whether or not I'm gonna actually list it, because
Well,
it's brutal
and-
out there right now.
Yeah, everybody's
It's kind of like you have
attention
to
is
say,
on
okay,
things
but
going on in the country.
showings are going to
Yeah.
be our
It's terrible.
our guide.
Yeah.
Because you know, if you're not getting showings, the sellers come back and say, yeah, you know, I read the property remarks on Zillow, and you didn't mention that the basement has a bidet.
they do that.
You know, and I think you've got a dangling participle in paragraph 4.
That's right.
Or how about this? You didn't have enough information, so let me send. So what are we limited to? Like 2,000 characters.
Yeah, right.
So
yeah.
I get a 12,000 character document
Yeah,
to
right.
put in there, and I'm like, ooh, you know. So it's price. It's price.
Right.
Understand that that's price,
Right.
and that's how that goes.
There's
Yeah.
just
If
too
they
much
listen,
going on.
you feel comfortable that they're gonna be
Yeah.
okay. But let's try. Let's shoot. Hey, I'll take a bigger commission too. I'm all for that.
Yeah, yeah.
But let's not fool ourselves either. Let's come back to reality.
Oh, that could be a good word track. Someone's like, hey, I want to go up more with, like, listen, I want to get more money too, but we
Yeah.
both need to realize that,
What's realistic?
yeah, this goes for both of us, my paycheck and your home price.
Right, yeah.
If you put yourself on the same side of the table as them,
Yeah.
as
Oh,
on the other
yeah.
side of the table.
Here's what I tell them. You want 1.7875? Yeah, I want a pony.
That's right. I want a pony.
I don't say that.
It is
Sure you
tough.
don't,
I
you
mean,
don't.
Not till I leave.
Right.
Not till he leaves.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
it's. I don't know. I think with all that stuff right now, work your agent network, who has buyers.
Well, it's hard, because there isn't a lot of agents that have buyers. I mean, or they have buyers that are just not pulling the trigger.
Mhm.
That's the thing, and so that's why there's so many of these expireds. I'm getting all these leads that are expired. She has one today. The guy canceled after 75 days?
Yeah.
75 days on the market.
And he was only at a decent price for 30 days.
Right.
Like,
he's
so
only a
much
decent
sold around
price.
him.
They fired the agent.
Yeah.
And
You need your
now
own
she's got
houses.
to go in and figure out, what do we do? Can I get him down, to a reasonable price? Do I want this?
Yeah.
So she has to have the hard talk with him.
Mhm.
And so it's an interesting market out there. But
How do
I
you think he's
think,
going to receive that, by the way? Like,
I don't know. I mean, I've
She
only
has
talked
to
to him
talk to him
once, so
today.
yeah, I'm leaving in a few minutes.
yeah,
But you know what? It's kind of like I used to call expireds all the time, and I had a lot of expired listings that were expired, and I asked them, "Why do you think your house didn't sell?" And then they always go, "Well, my agent said it was price." I go, "How many showings did you have?" 38 showings.
oh yeah,
You know,
Or
things like that.
condition
And
made
then,
it.
here's what I
Right.
tell them. I go, "You know what? Your agent was right. So let's list here for this price and let's get it sold."
right. Because
At this point, they've
I tell
already
them,
cut that-
if you
cut
had
that.
38 buyers walking here, those are 38 legitimate buyers that went and bought 38
Yeah.
38 homes
Yeah.
somewhere,
Yeah.
and yours didn't sell. And why do you think that was? It's either condition or
It's
price.
It's
a
Or
harsh
See, you have a
reality.
beautiful
Or
home here.
combination to the
It's not
For them.
condition,
Yeah.
it's price.
Yeah.
I'd
Unless,
like to pull up that snapshot and show him exactly what did sell during that snapshot, and just like,
Oh,
like
yeah.
I mean, compare your house to this. Like, What did sell? I mean, that's a
bring
huge
my
thing
little,
for me. Like,
Chromebook,
yeah,
and-
what's selling around us?
and I show them the actual MLS
Yeah,
pictures. This is what that guy's looks
Yeah,
like.
right.
Because there are deals
You know.
happening out there, for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, there's deals
Absolutely.
happening. It's,
Yeah.
you have 10 listings, 2 of them sell.
Right.
So, you know, we just have
The ratio's
thousands and
really
thousands
down.
of listings. So you're seeing everything that sells. You're like, oh man, there's closings all
Yeah,
over the
because I'm in
place.
a busy,
You don't see
I'm in
our
a busy
45
title company.
listings are selling.
I'm in one of the 2 top title companies
Okay.
who are still
Whenever he was
closing
listed during
350.
You get a
You
really
know,
good
a month.
idea.
Right,
You
but
know.
there's 6,000 on the market.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I went from a company that closes like 100 a month to like 350 a
Yeah,
month.
where it says
Like,
0 to
yeah.
180.
That's
You
why I
can
had to
actually
make
put
that
in,
move.
Right, yeah,
You know,
exactly.
1/1/2025.
and then a certain price range.
Yeah.
That'll be a
It's
good
interesting.
selling
Like I
feature
just
for him.
said,
Yeah.
But
I
in
just
those
show 'em
dates
to
of
we
when
need
his house was
we need
listed
Jerome
and
Powell
what
to
sold,
resign. Is
like
what we
from
need.
390 to 415
Put in the dates. Oh,
of when he was listed. Like, did that agent ever tell him? Like, I mean, you know, like weekly, I think you need to have a conversation with the person you've listed for. Like, here's what's sold this week, or here's what's gone under contract. Like, kind of what you're up against.
we should send
So we should
that
send that to
price,
him.
that stats by price or whatever,
Supply by price.
supply by price,
That they supplied.
every single week to our clients. So they
Absolutely.
can look at their
Yeah.
price range and see
It's kind of depressing.
how many, that would be.
Yeah.
I mean, it was depressing.
But
when I
check
looked
this
at
out.
it.
Michelle Blessing sent me
I
an
know.
email yesterday,
She's-
and it said, "Can you give me feedback on these 2 houses? And if you do, whoever gives me feedback on these 2 houses, I'm going to put your name in a drawing, and I'm going to draw for $500." They're like, "I just need basic feedback on what you think on these houses." So I went online and looked at them. And I did my little feedback, and she goes, "Thank you," and I put overprice, you know, so
Yeah.
that she can give all this feedback from a bunch of agents.
Uh-huh.
She's giving out $500 for feedback to get her people down in price.
Yeah,
Can
that's
you
awesome.
believe
I mean,
that?
That's genius.
that's
It's
genius.
genius.
Absolutely.
She's smart. She's
I
smart.
thought that was super smart.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because one was a $2.1 million or
It's
2.2.
not just me.
And
I
I
mean, it's
said,
that, or
this is
she's gonna
everybody.
lose the whole deal. Like,
Yeah.
am I gonna
What
give
is it?
$500 to someone, or am I gonna lose
What
these
is it?
listings because
Right,
they're gonna
right.
expire?
So
Because they
when
might
I-
listen to somebody
She's
else.
reaching
Yeah.
out to the industry.
What I said, what I did is I went to that supply by price on the 2 million,
Mm-hmm.
and
It's
I,
almost like desperation or
said
something like that is the father.
10
Like
homes
something-
listed,
Yeah.
In this
2
case,
sold,
maybe.
right?
Right.
Exactly.
So I said, if you look at the supply by price, there's 10 homes listed over 2 million, 2 that sold, and so
Necessity.
you're either gonna have to wait, because there's like, I
Just
think it
5
was
months
like,
supply?
it was so
Is that
many
number?
months of supply. I think it was 20 months, so I have
Jesus.
the numbers. So it's 20 months of supply.
Yeah.
You either wait for up to 20 months to get your,
Or
or
you
you
go
lower
below.
it below 2 million, where you have
You make a
this.
better
And I
deal.
put that
Do
feedback,
this
she's
quick.
like, thank you, you're entered.
Actually
I was
taken.
like, yeah, hope I went
That does make
$500.
sense. Yeah, who wants to wait 20 months?
Right,
Yeah,
Prospects.
just concentrate,
and it
get yourself
depends
to the
on their
next.
motivation,
There's a
where
guy
do they
down
wanna
the
go?
street.
Do they just
Yeah, are
wanna
they in a
wait?
hurry?
Yeah, are they in a
Yeah.
hurry?
Yeah.
Because,
For
and
this
so,
price.
she's gonna give all that
See it?
feedback.
That's a great. She's
And I
going
get
to the
on-
industry
now I
to
get
back
on
her
my
up.
phone.
I know.
I
Yeah,
think
that
that's
is a
great.
really
There's-
good idea.
Maybe I should do that on one of my products.
Well, I was thinking about Mark and Dina on that
Listed
one.
down the street.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know,
And tell them,
Anthony,
great.
200,
Look at
275
all their
over asking
marketing
price
money,
on an
'cause they're
emotional
gonna go to that
reaction
house
from his
and drive
wife
by
is
and go,
not
look
gonna
at this
make
one.
that thing move faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just,
Meanwhile, in commercial, everything's fine and dunky dory.
There's
Kinda.
deals.
Well, I think what's interesting, like I just try to draw similarities and
Yeah,
kind of note
yeah.
differences. But you know, you guys are sort of more slaves to selling houses, buying houses for people, you know, that kind of thing. Whereas I'm not.
Yeah.
So if the market for sale is down, then the leasing market goes up. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Right.
I'm
Oh,
just seeing a lot
okay.
more leasing opportunities than I am
Mhm.
purchase opportunities. Frankly, I just had a conversation with the guy that owns my company. You know, I only need to do a few deals a year to have a really good year. I'm selling a commercial building,
Yeah.
you know, but I have to do a whole lot more leasing. So that's
Yeah.
fine, you know. I mean, leasing
the
to me
pivot
is
right
easier. It's easier for some reason, even though the negotiation process can be challenging. It's just that the sales part of it is just getting more onerous and complicated, and you're kind of bogged down in like things that you didn't used to be. I mean, I don't know. Do you think that's true?
More hurdles and
yeah.
higher hurdles.
All I know is we're seeing a lot more. So we have about 30 short sales right now.
Oh
Really?
yeah, I'm seeing.
Yeah,
those.
we have about 30 right now in the works.
That's a lot.
It is a lot, and
Just
we're
an empire.
seeing a lot of assumptions too.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't see. We don't have that.
Right,
You
that's
know,
a whole
but
different-
So it's
Where do
just
they get
straight
the
up-
money for those assumptions?
They sell their house.
Huh?
Yeah, and then the difference.
They
There's
sell
a
their
whole
house.
there's a whole.
Yeah, but where does the buyers get the money for that?
They
You
sell
got-
their house.
They sell their house.
Oh,
and
they
then-
sell their house. in
Uh-huh.
the city,
Right? And they're gonna
so
put a
that's
big
low.
chunk down, and if they can do an assumable, they're gonna get 3% instead of 7.
Yeah, right.
It's beautiful.
I think
Oh,
the,
that is beautiful.
They take a long time though, because the lenders don't make a lot of anything really off of
So
that
they
stuff.
want-
You know,
So
so
it's a
it
back
does
burner,
take a
yeah.
while for those to finally close, but
Yeah,
but
right.
we're closing them.
I think, you know, hopefully, I don't know, there's like a symbiotic relationship supposedly, you know, we can kind of capitalize on here. But, so thank you to Scott for a message I didn't get yesterday. I'm so like annoyed at that. But you know, I think if you kind of like maybe don't normally think, oh, you know, there's a potential commercial component here. Oh, well, I'm not worried about that. I'm going to focus more on the house stuff because that's where you live. But if you can make some more money and, you know, 35% till the end of the year, I mean, if you give me something December 31st, it's going to be good for the 35% beyond this year. That's just kind of like my arbitrary, you know, drop dead kind of deadline. But yeah, if I can help out that way, I mean, that might fill in a little bit of a gap, you know, for people that might run across commercial that weren't thinking that way. I don't know.
Oh, I got one right now.
Yeah,
I have a
believe
house
you.
that I
No,
have
just
listed.
kidding.
I have a house that I have
Yeah.
listed,
Yeah.
and it's zoned commercial because it's right next to Circle Drive.
Mm-hmm.
And so the guy had like, he actually, around the house is like on a half-acre lot. And then he surrounded it full of concrete and asphalt and everything. He had cars parked on there, and he had this house in the middle. And he said, take out, I was like, dude, I can't get anybody to buy that house, you know?
Is it surrounded by houses though?
It's
Like
right
around
next to
his-
like a
Car dealership across.
car
the
dealership
street.
across the street and stuff. I mean, is there a way that that could be sold commercially? I don't
If
know.
it's zoned
If it's
commercial.
zoned.
No, it's zoned
But-
R3, I think. Or zoned
Okay, so there's a residential component.
Yeah.
No, I think it's zoned with something with a commercial. Because he had a bunch of trucks.
No, it's not. It's zoned like R3 or
Maybe it's
R4
like, yeah,
or
like
something like
commercial,
that.
like
They'd
Like
have to
a
get it.
townhome type.
Duplex,
Duplex,
quadplex.
yeah.
No, I'll tell you what is.
What about the lady-
I looked it up. I've talked to hundreds of people about it.
Dale?
Yeah, man.
Because I keep asking.
Dale?
Yeah, they keep asking me, is it zone commercial? Because it looks like it was a thing. I'm like, no, I've zoned like R3 or R4. You can turn it into.
Oh, I thought
Like
it was
multi-residential.
commercial.
yeah,
right?
you can build
It
another
looks
property on it
commercial.
or whatever.
Can someone tell me why any of these things matter? Sorry.
Yeah.
I
You
don't.
can't get lending.
Yeah.
For lending
Cool.
purposes.
Rob,
Rob,
Tracking
what
down.
about the lady on Brandywine that wanted to do the 1031 exchange, you know, who's kind of ghosted me with the Keller Williams agent? What if I try to get her in to meet with her too? To like, cause she has a house that was a rental property over in Broadmoor Bluffs. She wants to sell it, but she's obviously concerned about the tax burden if she just sells it, because it's not her primary residence now. So she said the Keller Williams agent had like a commercial building that maybe he was going to do a 1031 exchange. And I talked to Rob and I tried to call her back to say, hey, I've got some ideas about that. Meaning, let's do a different type of commercial property.
Can
maybe
you sell
like
a rental house?
Well,
And
Are they
do a
Colorado
the
Right.
bottom line
for
is she could do a
commercial building?
1031 exchange. in
I think
anything.
you can. I think it just depends on.
It probably was their primary residence at
What
one
are
time.
they talking about? The 2% withholding or whatever it is?
No,
I don't know.
no.
I
Capital
don't. I usually do
gains.
commercial.
Okay.
Commercial.
So
you can do a
commercial.
But I'm just
1031
saying another way to
exchange.
try to get in the door. Hey, do you want
I
to
don't
talk
know
to
if
a
that's.
commercial?
I don't know if you can actually.
That's a
That's a good question.
Oh,
Rob
yeah.
looked it up.
No, it's just like a.
You can take a.
I know like 3 people.
No,
that can.
the only
Yeah.
one we were talking about was light
There's-
property. It didn't.
No.
have
You
to
can
be
do a 1031 exchange from a
from a house
residential
to a
commercial.
to a
You
yeah
can?
a movie
Yeah,
theater.
oh, yeah.
Yes,
that's like property.
but
Yeah.
can you if it wasn't? Oh yeah, the whole point is it doesn't have to be a primary residence. It's a rental. It's a
Yeah,
Yeah.
it can't be.
It can't be. You're right.
It can't be, right.
Right.
So what she's
That's the
saying is,
restriction.
Just another.
if she
Subject to
could call
capital
this
gains.
lady and
Yeah.
say, look, because she was thinking about doing a 1031 exchange in a commercial, she can call and say, hey, I have a great commercial broker.
In our office,
that
basically,
can
they're
help.
not in
Right,
our office,
right,
but
exactly.
works with our office.
So I guess I missed part of this. Sorry.
Yeah, and
Um,
I was popcorn conversation.
So you have somebody that has a house and another person that has a commercial property.
No.
No, I have a potential client who I went to a listing appointment. She has a home that's been a rental property. She lives in Denver. It's been, and she's just ready to maybe get rid of it.
Okay.
But she was meeting with the Keller Williams agent after me, who said, well, he told me he may have a commercial building. I could do a 1031 exchange. And I thought I was in there after him. Like, I thought she had already talked to the Keller Williams agent. So it kind of caught me off guard. But then I called her back and said, I have some ideas as well about a 1031 exchange. But again, I'm not really hearing back from her, but maybe I say, go back in with the.
We have a
I
commercial
someone-
broker that can help you
I
with
like.
1031
I kind of like 1031 exchanges. I think that's kind of
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
know, it's kind of
absolutely.
cool little.
Absolutely.
I
But
love
again,
them.
just
Save some
maybe
money.
another way to, like,
Yeah,
she's,
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And there's a time limit, so
yeah,
the-
she's got to
the
identify.
client has to pull the trigger. You
Right,
just can't hem and haw for months.
Yep.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Be your
40
I don't know. I'm
45
just
days.
thinking that
Cannot
may be
be your
another.
primary.
It got me.
She's gonna go
thinking.
call that girl.
I'm gonna
that
call
lady,
again
try
and
to
say, hey,
land her
would you
again,
like
let's
to
see if
meet
she can bring
with-
you.
No,
Like-
it's
Would
an
you
investment
like to
property
meet
to
with us?
investment.
It has, it's
So-
investment to investment.
Like
You're
to
basically-
meet
It's
with
a deferment
her,
on the
or-
capital.
trying to
Like
get
identify
gains.
some more properties,
Yeah.
just
to
not just
see
the
if you,
one.
cause she would sell her house.
I'm still
and then
trying to
she'll
get the
need
listing, so that would give me another advantage. Maybe if I could say, well, we have a commercial broker.
Arm or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. Cool. All right.
They would
Yeah,
like
just
to
let me know.
discuss it with you as well.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
Broadmoor Bluffs, I mean, it's kind of a
I just gave her a
loser
potential.
Yeah, that's
ghetto
where,
area.
that's where losers live.
But,
What? What? That was not a
It's
direct
there.
threat.
I know.
I would never live there.
And lived
I
on
heard
that
the
way,
school
so
over
that's
there.
why I wanted it.
Sucks.
One of the schools over
I
there
know.
last week had a drive-by name calling.
Yeah.
Right.
And they were driving.
That is a zero tolerance area.
Oh my, I
so,
think
yeah.
they used the B word.
Yeah, for bad vernacular.
I don't know. I wanted it because it's close to me. So.
yeah, right, yeah. She lives down there too.
Yeah.
She wants-
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's do it. All right,
You
I'll
didn't
call her
know.
back.
You just.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
see if
go
you can
to
do
this
that.
listing thing.
I think- I think
do.
the
All
market
right,
right
thank
now,
you.
I think
Yeah, he's not there. It's,
take
I have a
some
code
type
right
of-
here.
Do you want?
I do not. But I have your card. Yeah.
thinking outside of the
But,
box.
You have my card?
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It really is.
Yeah, I'll just
You're-
shoot you a
it's
text.
not,
Yeah,
nothing
that's
is run of the mill,
and,
nothing is normal
I'll see
right
what I
now.
can do with her.
Nothing.
I-
Anything
Nothing.
that you want to send me that helps
Yeah.
me
Yeah,
like start
But-
researching. You know?
I just
Hold
wasn't
on.
thinking that way.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
35%.
Well, that's what it's actually. This exchange right here proves
Thank you.
why coming around table can be useful.
Yes, exactly.
This moment right here.
So how about this? She, you were saying they're doing a lot of assumptions.
Uh-huh.
What about in that marketing of the AA, which by the way, the Agent Advantage, the Acquire Advantage program that we're doing, Rick Ward says it should be called I call it the
The
AA.
Agent Advantage Real Estate Program, or Realtor Program.
Yeah, AARP.
Yeah, it's a little better to say, where are you going? To an AARP meeting. To an AA meeting.
Or an AA meeting.
You better go, because you kind of
I'm
got
actually
a little
representing
tilted the other
AA,
night.
which is like, what? What are you
Yeah.
talking about? So that's.
We're doing the Acquire Advantage program,
Gotcha.
which is, we call it the AA. And I said, well, we're not gonna have AA meetings, we'll have marketing ramp up. But he's like, no, we can have AARP meetings.
That's really funny.
But anyway, back to that is in that AA stuff, we could maybe market, would you like to get a rate at 3% or something? Are you selling your house and would like to buy another house at 3% or interest rate or something like that? We can get them to you. It's called the, agent assumption program or whatever, but
How many loans are assumable?
To be a-
Like, how common is that?
any VA.
Any VA and FHA.
Yep.
You just gotta get it approved.
The problem with VA is it's up to the seller, of course.
Yes, that's the
Anybody can assume a VA, but if it's a non-VA borrower, then if I'm not
Sure.
ex-military. If I bought a VA assumable, that veteran's VA
Entitlement
entitlement
is
is not
tied up.
released.
Yeah, it's tied up.
Oh, so that's why they may not want to do it.
That's
they-
why I said,
yeah.
how in the world can you do this? I have not been able to be successful with assumptions.
But
And he's
if you
going, "Oh,
have-
Because the
we're doing
veteran
great."
doesn't want theirs tied up. They want them
So
to
they
use it.
need it, but in this town, it's very possible to get
Another veteran.
another
Mhm.
veteran, because we have
Right.
so many
If,
military and so
Yeah.
much retired.
Maybe an ad
military,
out there.
So if they
post-military.
assume the
Veteran.
VA loan and they're a veteran, then they don't tie up.
It frees there.
Then
Yeah.
it frees-
VA,
it frees
okay.
up the
And
And what
sellers.
about FHA? How does that work?
Same, it's just, you can go.
But you could tie up someone's.
No, anybody can do that.
Anybody can do that.
Yeah.
But but the FHA would tie up their entitlement because it's probably going to be a non-military person, right?
No. If you
No,
have
for
an FHA
FHA.
loan, you can
FHA.
assume the FHA loan.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
You
and-
could have a
and the-
non. I mean, they don't care about that.
Yeah, with
Why not?
FHA. No, I
The
was
seller can still go out and get a FHA
Are there a lot
loan,
of
though.
FHAs out there that are assumable?
All-
Any
Yeah.
FHA.
Well, then,
Any
wait.
FHA
I've
loan.
never heard. I never really heard of this being a thing. But why would you not
Me
do that if
either.
someone bought their home during COVID? Why would you not like?
Well,
ask-
the problem is the buyer has to come up with,
The difference.
Money.
the
So,
difference of the sales.
if there's 480,000 in equity, well, that's your down payment.
oh.
You're assuming their
Oh.
loan.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
It's not a new loan. It's assuming. I understand.
That's-
So,
yeah.
so if someone's paid down their loan faster, you're actually making it harder to assume
Right.
because you have to come up with the difference.
Right.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
but your typical one is somebody bought it and there's like $80,000 that somebody has to put down because you're trying to sell your house for $80,000 more, you know, because it's 3 years later or whatever.
Yeah.
But 80,000 is hard for people, for another veteran to come in and put that down.
But let's say you sell your house,
Then you have 80 grand.
but you really can't afford to sell your house and upgrade because you've got a 3% loan and the new house is 7% and just doesn't make financial sense to do that. But if I could get the same kind of loan or the same kind of rate, then I can put all my equity down and then assume that and have,
Nicer house.
$1,200 loan or whatever.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
all
you
the-
can't.
Okay, so
borrow
it's
all the
for a down
creativity
payment.
that
came
You
out
have
of-
like kind
out
of.
of COVID.
You can borrow.
Is
It's
it
all
really
that-
good?
it's
Okay,
what all-
okay.
We never
You
saw
couldn't
any of this
borrow
before
money for a
COVID.
down payment.
But it's
All
because,
these
it's
are
because some people had low rates and
Subject.
higher. Okay.
There's subject twos,
Oh.
right? Which are,
Line of credit.
there's a
Line of
big
credit,
risk with
yeah.
all of that
Oh, yeah, I
stuff.
don't like
I
it.
wouldn't do it.
What's a
Go off
subject
file
to?
and don't want
Is
to
where the
just-
person
They take over
basically
your
takes
name.
over
They
your
what?
They
loan,
want to
but
second
they don't
position.
do anything
Right.
through the
Yeah, yeah,
lender.
yeah. Mhm.
So if they don't pay that loan,
Oh.
You're on the
default,
hook?
you're on the hook for
Oh,
that.
Yeah,
wow.
all these investors are calling me every day about my listings. And they're going, hey, I'd like to make an offer. And they send in an offer to me and it's subject to. It's basically them taking over my people's payment and my people sign over their house to them. And they just go in and now they own this house and the people on the loan are still my clients.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
10
it
years
doesn't
down the
clear
road,
up
they're
anything
Oh.
for your seller.
The
or
only
your
advantage
homeowner.
is like
That sounds like
simplicity.
borderline scam.
Oh,
It
it's
is.
horrible.
It's horrible.
Horrible.
I was talking to a couple of the closers at Empire, and they were doing them for a minute, but they got burned.
oh
They did.
yeah.
And they
They're
can't.
horrible.
They don't do them anymore. None of the
Right.
title
Have you
companies.
go
I
try to
would
buy
never
a home
agree
and you
to
can't
that.
because you have a loan on
Yeah,
some,
yeah,
then
exactly.
You quit claim deeded it over. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, and you're
stuck.
still going to take the credit hit for anything
For
that goes
30
wrong.
If they
years.
mess
Yeah.
up,
That's
then
right.
you're liable.
When
right?
the
You're-
market
it goes on
goes
you.
down and crashes, and all of a sudden that guy can't rent out that house anymore, he just walks away, and he lost nothing.
Nothing.
You did.
Yeah, those should be outlawed. Those
Yeah,
kinds
that
of
I know,
sounds
I
like
feel
a
like they should be
scam.
outlawed.
Totally.
They really should, because
But-
the homeowner becomes the victim of all that stuff.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah,
But they're doing them all the time.
and it's all creative stuff that's come out after COVID.
Yeah.
Well, the subject twos were really happening in 08.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Those were brutal.
I tried to get you a commercial building.
Try harder.
I
There's
tried
either do or
hard.
do not. There is no try. Okay,
This guy has a building that he just built on Mark Shuffle and Woodman.
Yes.
Super nice, multi-million-dollar
Yeah.
building with multiple storefronts. And he's like, yeah, I'm just getting my CO. And I go, well, do you need somebody to lease that up for you? He goes, well, we have about a month before we start getting it leased. I go, well, do you have a broker that will lease it up? And he goes, yeah, my wife's a broker. Oh, shoot.
Darn.
Do you know who her name is?
Yeah, he says she only does their stuff.
She what?
She
Only
only
does
does
So
their
she probably got
stuff.
the license for that reason.
Only
Yeah,
does what they own?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Good luck with that. I mean, okay.
I've been meeting a lot of those people. So I have that RV park out east, and I showed it like 3 times last week. Every single person I looked at was a realtor. Well, the woman was a realtor, and they were just had their real estate license for their investments.
Yep, that's what a lot of people do.
Right.
I've heard that before too. But you know, it's so
Yeah.
funny if you have a multi-million-dollar commercial property and you're like, well, my wife, she's cooking roast right now, but she's going to show it later. I mean, really? You're going to have that kind of a level of professionalism?
Right. Yeah, I would rather have another
playing
commercial
Susie
broker
Homemaker right
that does
now.
it full time that's cooking a roast.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Right now.
Because
Yeah.
I have to cook the rest of my house.
Exactly.
I just think like
cooks and
the
sells
marketing
roasting.
tools that I have,
Just-
unless they have the
just like
same
me.
ones and the
I don't know.
yeah, I mean it's just they're not trivial and I don't know. I mean maybe it's such a great property, you know. I had a client that used to go, yeah, roast chicken just flies in your window and you just have to throw it on a plate and it's done for you. I'm like, yeah, that's how that works. You know, but,
But you know where Mark Shuffle and Woodman is?
yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Oh, that's like prime location.
That's a hot
Yeah, there's a lot of
area
stuff
right
going
now.
up right there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, there
all
is.
the
Oh,
new
it's
stuff,
right in front of
Right by Banning Lewis.
Woodman Valley
Woodman
Chapel.
Valley Chapel.
They,
Well,
own-
it
they used to
be
own
all
that
there
land
by
and they
all
sold
that.
it all off.
There was Mustang and all those properties.
They really,
and-
really have it all.
Right.
That
it's-
area
it's-
is really developing quick.
Oh, yeah.
they
Every time I go by, I see
There's something new,
different.
yeah.
Like, what
Yep.
the heck?
show you here.
Pretty soon, Colorado Springs, you won't know what that means. You won't know how when someone says Colorado Springs, how big do they mean it?
Yeah, when do we break off into
Yeah, look at that
like
building.
Stetson Hills, Colorado?
Right.
You know what I mean? When
Oh, that's
does that
nice.
start to
Penny
Oh
go?
wow,
Blue.
that's
Yeah,
like
Fanning
a
Blue.
retail.
When you go to
I know.
Falcon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
When's
nice.
Falcon?
I'm still gonna follow it.
When's
Yeah.
Falcon
You know,
gonna
I
get
mean,
their
like
own
I'm
zip
Oh,
code?
legit.
Right?
you know,
We're working on it.
Ross,
Right.
This guy's like 35 years old.
We want to, we
You
don't
guys
want to
are
be
still
in
Really?
corporate.
Are you
We want
serious?
to be our own
Yeah.
entity.
Yeah, look at this.
I've seen that. I've
I mean,
passed
Oh,
by
yeah,
that.
I went
yeah.
by that.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Is that a
nice
storage? Or no,
building.
that's
That's
a.
retail.
No, it's a
He's
retail.
preparing it for.
Right.
He's gonna sell to
Um,
retail people.
I'm willing to, you know, like partner or whatever. I'm not like greedy. It's like, oh, it can only be me and nobody else, you know. So if they want to have, a
I'll
little
call.
bit more,
I'll call him again. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, he owns the
So
largest.
which cell phone company is gonna take up that corner part?
Yeah, exactly.
So he owns
He
the
owns the
largest.
largest vape
And-
shop
and
in
another
town
tire
called
store.
Chief something.
Yeah.
And a
Chief
dental office.
Chief Vape, right?
Chief. I don't know.
Chief Vape.
Chief Vapor?
I've seen that.
He
so
said it's
I-
the biggest thing in town.
Well, there's
Smoke
one
shop.
right across the street.
Chief Vapor.
You know,
Yeah.
put more things in our lungs.
I've
That's
seen-
good.
I've-
Yeah, is that what he does? Is
Yeah.
sell nicotine and stuff?
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
well, yeah. I'll
Chief
take
Vape.
that.
Vape?
Vape.
Is it vape?
It's
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah.
I don't really know. There's probably nicotine, there's probably flavors or stuff.
Yeah.
They said
I
that
quit.
even-
Oh well, you know what's funny is
I've never
There's-
been.
Is that
There's a
is that
YouTube-
same as hookah or is that different?
Different.
Different.
Mm.
That
there's
is
a YouTube video
I'm like in the
addictive,
dark
like,
with that.
that these
Yeah.
guys
Or they put sugar in it.
they do a
I don't
they,
think
they're
it's
outside of a
regulated
vape
for-
shop
at all.
No.
and they do a
the
gag on
problem,
people
really.
and they
Well,
put
that's a
open
problem.
ass in
You
the
know,
vape
but-
Ew.
and they when
And
you
it
try out
stinks.
this new flavor he's gonna go.
I've seen it.
It's the funniest thing
Oh
I've
my
ever seen.
god.
Yeah, I've seen people do it with like a microphone too, like, and they'll put the microphone in the person's face. And
That's horrible.
That is horrible.
That's
It's the greatest because it's right outside of a college, you
Yeah.
know, and they're doing all these people like, oh, I can't wait to try this new flavor.
The
I'm
cinnamon vape challenge. That'll
Yeah,
kill you.
It's a vape
Yeah.
challenge. That's right.
I'm thinking of opening an opium den.
Yeah, that's right. Opium.
You mean reopening?
That's right.
You might need to go to Oregon
Yeah,
for
so
that.
I'll be making money.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
I need to go to Oregon.
Huh.
When are we gonna roll out AA? What's the timeline on that?
Oh, good question. Scott, like, well, no. The reason why I'm asking, he and I were going to talk about this. Scott's got to get the marketing together, but what we have to do is get money.
Yeah.
So I guess we get, what do we have left in July? 14 days, 15 days, something like that? 18 days?
It's the 10th now,
10th.
so
21
21.
21
Don't
days.
see that math in my head.
Okay. Well, I'm
30
going to
days.
France on Mondays or
Yes.
flying into
Right.
London or whatever. So everybody,
So
Bother
August.
Scott.
you
Be a
can
poker
still
next
text
Everybody
me.
bother Scott.
But yeah,
so
everybody
you'll
calls
take
stuff.
our money in August?
So that's what I'm saying. Should we take it in August and then just roll it out August 1st? Or when does the money? When does?
So what?
take
Can we?
the money?
Can we? But when we're on vacation, I don't want to get bothered by business.
No, you just let it
Since
go
when?
for 10 minutes and
Yeah.
it
And
goes
then
to
it'll roll to
someone else.
someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate
Really?
business on
Or-
vacation.
I never had
Or
that
Bulk
choice.
Trail has a thing where you can say I'm on vacation.
Okay,
So that so it'll bypass me.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Okay.
so we'll
So
start
we do that.
August.
Yeah.
When does the August money come out?
Huh?
When does it come out?
When is what?
The money come out for people, like the $100.
Well, we could say like August 1st.
Okay, so we'll start August 1st. You'll get all the marketing ready to go, boing, and hit it.
Yeah.
How long are you
Okay.
gonna be gone?
Huh?
How long are you gonna be
A
gone?
minute.
Until August 1st.
He's
You be gone that long?
Like almost 3 weeks.
Wow.
When are you leaving?
Monday.
And you're going to France?
Well, we're gonna fly into
London.
London and then spend some time there, and then we're gonna go to France and, yeah,
Nice.
from there.
Awesome.
But,
You know, if France is awesome, if you took all the people out of it.
Yeah.
yeah, and it's like 90 degrees with 89% humidity.
Oh, jeez.
I
Wow.
don't know how
Sounds
they
like Jersey.
survive. I
That
know.
sounds
I've heard a lot of different things about France.
But let me tell you something.